welcome back to Dom's Trading Journey. Let me set this mic a little bit. So it's been a while since I reported or journaled, and I have since my last journal entry, I have tried and failed like two or three times. I blown accounts, and let them reset and tried again and blown them. And the last account that I blew, I went back over the trades and it tends to happen always like this. It's like I will either have a couple decent days or I'll have red and green days, and then they kind of cancel each other out, and then I'll just have one day where I just keep it taking trades and everything blows up, and I kind of get frustrated and I just kind of go all in and just to try and get my money back, and it always goes south on me. And so that's kind of one of the days that I had on my last account that I blew. Um, so I did something a little different this time, and I went back on that last day and I looked at those trades that I took, and I just looked at them and I examined each and every one, and I discovered that I think I took like 35 trades that day. I discovered that about a third of those trades, maybe more of those trades, probably 2/3 of those trades, were trades where there was no trade. They're simply like, if you looked back at it later, like the next day or in a couple days, you would look at them and go, that's not an entry. There's no entry there. There's no reason to take a trade there. And so it was me just willy-nilly taking trades. And if I eliminated those trades from that day, I would have ended the day green. So if I had actually just taken trades that I know are trades and only taken entries where I know there are entries, I would have ended the day green on the day that I blew my account. And that dawned on me that this is something that I let happen way too often. And I really, really need to buckle down and only take trades that are trades. Discipline. I need discipline. I need to recognize that this is a trade, this is not a trade. If it's moving sideways, there's no trades. And it's kind of freeing when you do that. When you look at it, and one of the other things that I've decided to do is, instead of looking for any trade that I see that is like, oh, this could be a trade, or feeling that I get that maybe it'll resist at this point and I can get a couple ticks out of it, that's not what I'm looking for anymore. I'm looking for a single trade for the day. I want a trade, one trade to go my way, give me my target, which currently I'm going for a $200 target. So I'm going for a $200 target. If I can hit that with one trade, I am more than happy. That is my day. And other than that, if I get green for the day on any trade, then I call it a day. If I'm green for the day, that's a step in the right direction. I call it a day. So those are my processes that I decided to go with moving forward. But my number one takeaway was, it's got to actually be a trade. It's got to be something that I can look back in a week from now and go, yeah, I'm happy with that trade. Win or lose, even if it fails, if you can look back on it and go, yeah, that was a good trade, that was a good reason to enter the market, then you should be happy. You should be happy with your trade, even if it loses. So that's where I've decided to go back to. So since then, my account has reset on, let me see, the 19th of November, and it's currently the 11th of December. My account is still live. I haven't blown this account, and I'm going to show you guys my trade journal. I'll show you where I'm at, what my target is, and how far off my target I am. and we'll go from there. All right, so let me show my screen here. All right, here we are. So as you can see here, um, this is the 19th, and I started out good, decent. I mean, I was a little hesitant to start out in this. What I did is basically from the previous day that I had blown that account, I kept sim trading every single day from that point on, trying to get this uh, particular pattern that I'm currently working on in place. Okay, so going for the $200 target and only taking trades that are actual trades. Okay, so with that in mind, the first day I was a little hesitant to get out the gate, and I only made $35, but I was green. I was happy. The next day I locked in, saw a good trade, took my trade, went for $200, and I was like, "That's perfect. Call it a day." The day after that, it went my way. I moved my stop to protect my losses, and it came down and hit my stop, took me out, and I still was up $130, and I was happy. And then what happened was on Friday, I don't know if I just kind of get like, it was one of those days where I feel like I felt like I probably shouldn't even be trading, one of those days. And I got into some trades. My first two trades were losses. I was down like $400 or $500 on that day for a while. On my ninth trade, I actually got back to almost break even, and I almost just called it a day, which I really should have done. I like I opened up my trade journal to enter everything, and I was looking at it and saw that I had made 9 trades already, and thought, man, I'll just make it an even 10. And my 10th trade was a loss for another $180, and so I ended the day down 225. And it's one of those things where I knew better. Like, I know from experience now that if I'm not having a good day, if I get back to break even, I should just stop. Move on to the next day and we'll try again. But at any rate, down 225. And then you can see here, this is Thanksgiving week. I was gone that whole week. I was traveling, so I did not trade the entire Thanksgiving week. So it's all zeros. Then came back on the 2nd of December and started strong, 185 up. Then I had a rough day on Tuesday, and this is one of those situations where things just weren't going my way. I got to negative 95, and I said, that's it, I'm done. I'm not pushing this, and I called it a day. So that was I was like learning from what happened to me before. So then Wednesday I did okay, up 160. Thursday up 145, and then Friday once again was one of those days I just didn't even feel like I should be trading. I came in, I got into one trade. I told myself I'd just take one trade for the day, and I held my stop really tight, and it came and hit my stop, and I said that's fine, and I just called it a day. So I lost $45 on last Friday, but I was happy with that because I did what I wanted to do and just get in, test the market, see if it worked my way. I wasn't feeling it that way, and I was up to my ears and stuff to do anyway, so I didn't have time to mess with it. So then this week we have Monday. I took 2 trades. One trade was a loss. My second trade went almost all the way to target, and I ended up $60. And I just had a carbon copy of that on Tuesday. First trade was a loss. My second trade, I got a win, ended up $65. And then today, I got into a trade and it was going my way, and it got up. So I'm trading the Nasdaq. It got up, 7 or 8 points, and I was thinking about my previous 2 days, and I was like, those were like $65, $60 days. If I could just be up $100 today, I'd be super happy with that. So I moved my stop to $100, and it came down and hit my stop. I think it would have gone to my target. I haven't looked at that. As a matter of fact, we'll look at that today. I'm going to show you guys this trade that I took today and what I was thinking and why I took the trade, and we'll see if it would have hit my target. So let's go ahead and open up the charts here, right here. Let me double check. So one of the things I do is I set up a max loss that I'm willing. And so what I go for is 40 ticks. That's a $200 target. And what I set up is a max loss. What's that? I'm at 20. I need to go to 10. So my target is 10 points, right? And then my loss would be 1, 2.5. So that's my max loss is 2.5. I am willing to give up 30 ticks for a loss. Okay. So let's see. I want to say it was this guy. Yep. So this was the one right here. And it looks like I was good to get out when I did, as a matter of fact. So I watched for it to do this, right? It came up here. And I'm not even sure if this was it now. Let's see. Let's do my ruler here. I got in here. And it went all the way up to here. Oh, so see, it only went 7 points. So actually, it worked out that I exited what I did. So what I did is I waited for it to come down, bounce off the goal line here, and it registered here. I'm not even sure if this was the trade I took. It was either that trade or this trade. It might have been this trade. Now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking it was this trade right here. Boy, that would have been a good trade. That one went right to it. No, it wouldn't have been that one. Yeah, it might have been. That's the red trade. Boy, now I'm having a hard time remembering. I think it was this trade right here. It was something like this. But what I saw was it made a new high. It pulled down to the gold line. And I was taking the break of this. But unfortunately, the break of that right there was a little beyond where my threshold is. And so I had my threshold meter kind of set like that. And when it broke there, I put my buy target right here and allowed it to come down and take me in. Once it did, then it's just kept going my way. And I just held on. And like I said, once it got to it broke this point here. And I was like, well, if it gets up to 5, I'm happy with that. I moved my stop loss to 5. It came down, took me out at 5. And it wouldn't have gone to 40 anyway. Because I got in at 04. I would have had to get out at 04, which is here. But you can see how close it got to my target. And so that's just kind of like I potentially could have just did in the bottom of the candles here, but I think I ended up with more the way I did it anyway, because 04 and I got to 09 right in here. So it worked out. I think it worked out for the best the way I did it, but you never know, right? You can see all of these other trades that I could have taken, right? So, for instance, here, this would have been a good trade. I could have gotten in here, came down, bounced off the 5-minute gold line. I don't normally trade the 5-minute gold line, but it did. And you can see that's 8 points. But once again, I wouldn't have done that, right? What would have happened was it would have taken me out because my stop loss would have been here, would have taken me out. I'm trying to remember what I did now. I'm kind of feeling like I didn't do that. Well, at any rate, so I think that's what I did. But I just want to jump in here, let you guys know where I'm at. So let's go ahead and bring back up my trade journal, and as you can see, I'm currently sitting at $25,604. That's my current value. I can show that to you here as well. Here we are, 25,604.58. So that's my current Apex value for my account that I'm working on trying to get funded, which is fantastic. I mean, that is green, and I've been green almost every day. I've had 3 red days, and all the rest have been green days, and that's good. Every week has been green. Haven't had a red week, so I'm moving in the right direction. I just wanted to come in, let you guys know where I'm at, and give a little update. I'm not dead. I'm still working on it, and I'm gonna keep touching base with you guys and journaling this on YouTube. So let you guys see what's going on. All right. Thanks for stopping in. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.